Okay, my dear friends, I have an amazing title. Okay, the mindset of a smart queen. Who is this queen? You are. Who is this king? You are. Okay, let's say we've lost our loved one for whatever reason. He left, she left. But if we remain with our crown on, there's really no defeat. We feel defeated because we no longer have that person right next to us.
Right.
And it was just Valentine's Day 2 days ago. No, 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I'm a little lost in time. And I remember that I was commenting to Ben that about 18 years ago, I've shared with a lot of you that I've been married twice, and I've shared with you that I have my boyfriend, who's a pilot, right? Airplane pilot. Okay. When I met my second husband, okay, I fell in love with him. Great guy, wonderful person. Okay, a very innovative person. You know, he loved to work, and very. So I fell in love. But guess what? There was a third party. Okay, so I felt like I was constantly fighting, and one day he leaves. I was fighting for him.
Yeah.
Let me finish that sentence first. I felt pushed aside, left out. Why am I not the chosen one? Okay, that's exactly because that was the vibration I was emanating.
Right.
Later on, I found out that's exactly why. So he left and he got married to someone else. Of course, that was very hard for me. But then I got a hold of myself and I said, okay, wait a minute. I've done this before. I've been in this situation and I've manifested what I've wanted. Remember the story of my husband, number one, okay? So I got a hold of myself, and I had a spiritual father at the time who was teaching me a lot more of different aspects in spirituality. And he's the one who told me all that anger, all that anxiety, it really goes against you.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know who to blame. I was blaming people. I was blaming, except for me. Okay, I had a kitty cat at the time. Her name was Miranda. I used to even get mad at that poor kitty cat when she would ask for food. And okay, here's your food, and but all that beautiful little kitty cat wanted to do is, give me her love and understanding. I never mistreated her. I was just, she would just ask for food and here you go. Because sometimes I wasn't hungry, so I thought other people weren't hungry. Because I was going through a rough situation. And I found out that the sooner I heal in everything that I try to manifest, whether it be a loved one or whatever is bugging me, the sooner I heal, the faster I see results. If I'm crying, repeating to myself, what's making me feel frustrated and angry, I'm giving force to that.
Right.
I remember telling my spiritual father that one time, my spiritual guide, can't believe this doesn't work for me. Wait a minute, he said, slam on the brakes. You've seen it work for you before with your first husband. Yeah. That would bring me back to, you're right. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And 2-3 days ago, Ben and I were having a Valentine's Day slice of cake.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just repeating this to Ben. I kind of tell him the same story every single Valentine's Day, every February 14th, because I remember it. You know, not with his father, but someone who was very nice to you as well, my second husband. And I remember, just feeling lost and blaming.
Mm-hmm.
But no, in all honesty, the work that I had started to do was already at work.
Mm-hmm.
I was just too blind in my circumstance to not see it. So what I did is I kept working on it. Okay? Remember, my boyfriend had married already. By this time, he had married someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I realized and I stopped the crying, I stopped the hurt, I said, okay, he got married, but I know that he'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, the moment I released him to get him back.
There you go.
I released that anxiety, that madness.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always, and it happened to have happened in the month of February, this month. So every time this month of February is, the universe reminds me of how powerful we are.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, at that one time, it was, gosh, how depressing, how sad.
Right.
But in all honesty, when you start switching things around, you start seeing the light. When you begin on the spiritual realm, it starts to work instantly.
Mm-hmm.
But we, in the physical, do not allow it.
Right.
There were times when I would kid myself.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that I would put a white candle at 12 noon, and I would say a prayer. And then when my spiritual guide, his name was Don Jose, wonderful young man, as young as, I think he's about 92 years old now. He's moved to another state. But I remember him telling me, did you do your 12 noon prayer?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I was so devastated that I would lie. When I got back on track,
Mm-hmm.
not lying to myself, because I was really lying to myself. I was really, okay, yeah, I want this, but I'm not willing to do the work.
Right.
Okay, and I remembered that for Ben's father, I had to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do the work. And sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes it takes longer than what we put out there, you know, because the energies are not there. The vibrations are not there. Energies and vibrations change all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we are the ones responsible of being the magnet
Mm-hmm.
for what we want.
Right.
But we love to make others responsible. I remember telling my spiritual guide, Don Jose, I've had spiritual guides, you know, all my life. And I've guided as well. I remember telling him, you know, I don't think Eddie is coming back. I just told you guys my second husband's name. I don't show pictures because he's very private and we divorced, okay? Different story, but when it comes to the manifestation, it worked. Okay? But he says it's not working because you're not allowing it.
Exactly.
You're too in need.
Mm-hmm.
You're showing too much need.
Mm-hmm.
So the month of February brings that story to mind.
Yeah.
When we release, okay, that anxiety
Mm-hmm.
and we center ourselves on the right, smart mindset of adding things to our life,
Mm-hmm.
new things.
Absolutely.
Okay, meet new people.
Right.
We're all here to, that's the social aspect of things. You know,
Right.
we all need of one another. So if we can meet new people, I always tell people that, meet new people.
Right.
Talk to other people that you weren't talking to when your loved one was with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why? Because they bring other vibrations of friendship, of openness.
Correct.
Okay, go for trips,
Mm-hmm.
go for something new, go to a new restaurant. I understand maybe right now we still aren't able to go and sit down at restaurants, but you can order to go.
Right.
You know, you can go, okay, I'm going to try this new restaurant to go. You know, something new.
Mm-hmm.
New things. Bring new things into your life. In other words, continue living. Don't stall your life
Exactly.
for the love of your life. Even though that man, that woman might be the love of your life.
Right.
And it's so understandable and so respectable. It truly is, my friends. But if you're stalling and you're just stuck, that's exactly where the pattern you keep repeating on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
That you're stuck, that you're crying, that you're missing the person. Detach.
Mm-hmm.
Let her go.
Yeah.
If it's a lady, let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Let him go. Let her go. So that he or she steps back into your life.
Exactly.
Because in you regaining the joy of your life, you want that person, but you don't need that person. You don't need another person to be happy.
That's right.
Your happiness depends on you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay? Another person is a complement into your life.
Correct.
And when I coach people, I tell them, let's keep going, because we got to keep working with you, the joy in you.
Right.
That joy should never leave. When it leaves, you're stalled.
Right.
And that's why you don't see things coming your way,
Yeah.
because you're too stuck in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And he did me, he hurt me, she hurt me, she said this, she left me, she is not here with me.
Yeah.
So you're stuck in the circumstance.
Yeah.
So jump out of the circumstance.
Yeah. Exactly.
And be open for your manifestation.
yeah.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Sometimes it takes longer than what we want,
Mm-hmm.
but don't worry. You've got it.
Mm-hmm.
You have it if you want it. It's just being open to it. That's how the universe, the spiritual laws work.
Mm-hmm.
You're really going against yourself
Mm-hmm.
when you're angry,
Yeah.
when you're letting that depress you.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I understand.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up. You've got yourself. Pick up. If you already conquered that person to be right next to you a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whenever it was that you met that beautiful woman or that handsome man,
Mm-hmm.
you can do it again.
Of course. Of
You
course
know,
you can.
I've said this before, the crying, the moping
Mm-hmm.
doesn't take us anywhere.
No, it doesn't.
It keeps us where we're at.
That's right.
And then we just don't know who, Like I told you, I used to blame my little kitty cat. I went as far as, she would be meowing. Oh, shut up, Miranda. But no, she was actually perceiving my energy, the energy of defeat. But when I shook off that energy, I lived my life. I went into joy mode. And that's exactly when he came back.
Exactly.
He came back married in the process of divorcing. Why? Because my vibration, my energy was calling him back. And he told me, I got married to this person. I really don't understand what I was doing. But you've been on my mind all this time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm so sorry for hurting the other person that I married. I married her.
Yeah.
He was able to fix everything.
Right.
We lived happily. We got married. We did. I wish I could show you pictures, but it would be compromising his privacy.
Right.
But I can say that he's a great man.
Oh yeah.
He's a great man. He treated Ben as he was your father,
Oh
remember?
yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Of course.
Anytime Ben would get a little award in school,
Yeah.
he would go to a toy place and get a toy for him and
course.
stuff like that. Yeah,
And,
great, awesome
and I'm
person.
blessed
To have met.
to have met him and
Yes.
to have had those moments.
Yes, wonderful person, okay? We lived happily. Other things go on, other things happen, and then we're sometimes I was a little lazy to make it work.
Right.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
It's all right. But what I'm telling you is the manifestation on how I got him back after he even married this other woman. I got him back. He came back. It took a few months for him to get divorced. Once he was divorced, he married me, and we lived together for years. Years. It was years before other things happened.
Right.
Okay? So all is possible, my friends.
Yes.
This is, tell yourself, put yourself on the mindset of a king and the mindset of a smart queen. You're the queen.
Yes.
You're the king.
Yes. That you
Okay? Don't waste your time crying.
are. No.
Do the work, but allow it to happen.
Exactly.
Do the spiritual work, but allow it to happen. In you being down and crying, and you are actually slowing the process, and you're pushing your loved one away, because that's the vibration that you're emanating is one of need. And you see when little kids are nagging, right? You're like, oh, please be quiet, don't be nagging.
Right.
Right? Okay. That happens to be our attitude sometimes, whether we realize it or not. And it's an attitude that goes against us instead of helping us.
Yeah. It's so true.
Keep working on it on the level of, I've got it. Let it happen. Let it come to you. Let it come to you.
Yeah.
Because we are blocking it by feeling the need.
That's right.
We block our
Yeah.
manifestation when we are in need,
Yeah.
in that anxiety, in that feeling of, I
What?
can't be here. Desperation.
Why hasn't he called me? Why haven't heard from him?
The desperation, exactly.
Or her.
Yeah. I've given you, I've been doing law of attraction and spiritual work for many, many years.
Right.
But I've been in situations where I forget about the spiritual side and I step into the circumstance. The circumstance will always look impossible and just way off.
Yeah.
But if you look beyond the circumstance, that's your ticket to your manifestation.
Absolutely.
Okay? Okay, my dear friends, stay in that smart mindset of a king
Yes.
if you're a guy.
Yes.
And the smart mindset of a queen
Yes.
if you're a beautiful gal.
Yes.
Okay, leave your comments down below.
Like
see
this
you
video.
guys. Yeah, see you guys next time.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.